Hey y'all, happy Wednesday, my peaceful and profitable entrepreneurs. It is a beautiful, sunny, 97-degree day here in Charleston. We are wrapping up our last weeks of summer, so it's kind of sad, kind of exciting at the same time. If you're a parent, you have kids, or if you're just, have a schedule where you have a summertime, let me know what you're doing. Feel free to drop it in the chats. I'd love to hear what you're doing for your last weeks of summer, how you're using it. All that stuff, because it's exciting and sad at the same time. So today we are talking about how to make 10K on a budget. That is something I know that is super relevant to the clients I support, the free calls that I do, the business owners in this group. So this is something I'm bringing to you today. It is very much on the strategic side. So I've got 4 things that I'm going to run through today. So I want this to be super supportive to you. Typically, I go through mindset, strategy, organize, and implement. We're going to kind of adjust it today so that we can really hit the strategy pieces that I want. We are going to, of course, talk about some mindset and anything else that comes up. So I know we've got some people hopping on. Say hi. We, of course, are so grateful to have you here. I know there's literally a million places that you could be on the internet right now, so I do not take it lightly that you're here live or watching the replay. I know we get a ton of replay watchers, so feel free to drop your comments, drop your questions. I want this to be supportive for you. And we love picking winners. I have some low ticket items on my website, but I like to give those away. So today I'll be giving away mastering sales posts. It is all about writing good sales posts, because I see it all the time, when I'm on my calls with my clients or on free calls, and they think that they're selling and they're not. So this is literally the framework, the strategy. It was a masterclass, and now again I offer it on my website for sale, but I want to give that away to someone. So any question, comment, anything gets you entered. So just be sure to do that, and we'll drop that on Friday and you'll be notified. So let's dive in today. For those of you who are new or don't know me, I'm Jordan. I am going into my 8th year of business. My daughter, she's in the other room right now. She turns 8 tomorrow, and she's the reason I started this business. I wanted to have flexibility. I was a nurse when I started doing this. My background is accounting and numbers. Long story, I had a quarter life crisis. Then I was a nurse, and so that's what I was doing when I had babies and decided to start my business. So I've been in the online space like 8 years now almost, and that makes me a grandma. I've supported countless clients on the back end with bookkeeping, with my one-to-ones. I have seen a lot. And so today I'm bringing you the 4 strategies that I see just work, that I have used in my own business. If you know me, I have 20K recurring cash months, pay myself at least 10K of that every month. I work 30 hours a week-ish. And so I know what works, y'all. And so I want to share this with you. This is why I'm here. So I'm going to keep an eye on my notes today, because I want to make sure to share all of this with you. Again, let me know if you have questions along the way. We'll definitely get those answered. And this week is slower with client meetings. Everyone is next week. Every client has a meeting next week. So this week is a little lighter. So I am opening up free calls, and I'll drop a link later. You can DM me. These are free 10K content strategy audit calls. So we literally can pull up your strategy, your content, take a look together, what is working, find some things to tweak. We can pull up your sales post. We can pull up your value post. We can literally, you'll have my eyes and brain on it. So send me a message. I just have a little more space to open that this week. So feels really good to offer that to y'all. So reach out and we can get you the link and open up a spot for you, because they aren't typically open in the middle of the week. I typically save those for all my clients and kind of bookend the week with free calls, but we have a little more spaciousness this week, so I'd love to offer that to y'all. So let's dive in. We're just going to go in with the mindset piece is, and I have a whole nother masterclass about this, but it's literally about prioritizing profit. We don't want to spend $50,000 to make 10, or you hear these massive revenue numbers for people and what they're making, and then it's in reality, they're just not bringing home all of that. So that's kind of the mindset piece that I want to take, is that you don't need to have a lot of time and team spend to bring home 10 grand a month. You really literally don't. I am a great example of that. My profit margins, I don't know off the top of my head, I should have looked this up before I got on. My overhead on a regular basis is about 7 grand. And that's because we have a bookkeeper who does all of the bookkeeping with our clients. We have a social media manager, I have a coach, and then we have a web designer on retainer every month. So we're pretty lean though. I know a lot of people who have way more than that. Everything is organic. We don't pay for any ads or anything like that. And then my clients who do have more marketing or ad spend, like it is very strategic. Like we are looking at stuff. It's part of this overall strategy. We are looking at data. It's not just like, hey, let's, spend this much on, ad spend, or if they do, of course I'm not really like promoting that. And then they kind of realize like, oh yeah, I just got caught up in things. So that's kind of the mindset I want you to take, is that like, it really doesn't have to you don't have to spend a lot of money. Go ahead, go for it. If you want to buy ad spend, all that stuff, but like literally you don't have to. So that is the mindset piece I want to start with. So we're going to jump into strategy pieces. And the first one is to have a sales process that nurtures your clients. So I see this so often with, just working with my clients. I see this random people online, like I'll go to their, profile and there's like 50 different things you could do. And I'm just like, that is like so confusing to me. Like I just jump off. And so that's something to think about with your offers, like making sure you have clear and concise, like one thing leads into another. So that usually looks like low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket, and each one feeds into this. And I have a entire masterclass around this. So reach out to me. We can get you that information. So I'm not going to like go all into this, but basically like you want to make sure that you're cultivating and creating safety at each step of the way. I was recently working with one of my clients and I was like giving her a hard time because she wasn't selling, and she was like, well, I don't even know what to sell right now. So then it's like, okay, let's back up and like look at the bigger picture piece, because we don't want to just be like throwing sales posts up there and like, here, offer this, here's this, and like really confusing people. So what I say is to go all in on like that low ticket item and just sell that. Because for someone to go to that big jump, so many people I know in this group offer higher ticket, more in-depth services. And so if you're expecting someone to, like me, like people work with me for 6 months to years at a time, that just coming from like, hey, I found your post on Instagram, like I would love for that to happen. And sometimes it does. People just literally hire me. But I also know that that is a huge jump for most people to take. So really taking the mindset of, okay, I'm just selling people on my lowest ticket offer, whether it's a free webinar or whether it is getting into your Facebook group or getting onto your email list or whatever is part of your strategy piece. It doesn't have to be like a free call or a free live stream. It can literally be like you're building your email list, but that is also part of your bigger strategy. So without coaching everyone here one-to-one, it's hard to say like exactly what that low ticket thing is for you. So I really invite you to like get clear on your bigger picture so that you can be really strategic about what you're selling and what that low ticket item is, but give them like steps along the way. So like with the client where she wasn't selling because she didn't know what she was selling, we like took a big step back and we just like got super clear on like, okay, what is she going, and this is going to be starting in September. Like, what is she rolling point? Maybe I'm still here. All kinds of things going on. How are we cultivating people to lead them to that higher ticket thing that she's opening up in September? So this can be for, services that you offer. This can be done for you services. It can be things on retainer. Like find a way to really think about like, what do your people need from you? And then like sell that one thing. So that is the first thing, a sales process that nurtures them. So thinking about where they're at, meeting where they're at, and just going all in on that. The second thing is creating messaging